Welcome to the how-to video on calipers. First, we will familiarize ourselves with the most important parts of calipers. To calibrate the calipers, we will need to use the bezel nut. Another important part of the calipers are the lower jaws. We use these for external measurements. We might also use the upper jaws. These are used for internal measurements. To find the measurements that are relevant, we will use the thumb screw to move the calipers. Another measurement we can take using the calipers involves the depth rod. The scale of the calipers is where we find the ones and tenths values for our measurements. The dial is used to determine the hundredths and thousandths value of the measurements and estimate a 10,000th value. At times, we might also use the lock screw to lock the measurement on the calipers. This is the reference edge where we determine our ones and tenths values of measurements. As an example, we would read the value of these calipers by starting with the ones value as 1 inch. We now determine the tenths value using the reference edge as 0.4 inches. Now we determine the rest of the measurement using the dial. This value is 0.059, and we will now estimate the 10,000ths value as 0.0005. The full measurement will be read as 1.4595 inches. Here's an example of using the lower jaws to find an external value of a dog bone. First, we calibrate the dial by closing the jaws fully and loosening the bezel nut and moving the bezel so that the pointer lines up with the 0 value. Next, we use the thumb screw to manipulate the lower jaws to fit around the dog bone. We now determine the measurement value. This is an example of how we read an internal measurement.